Well, good afternoon, Facebook group. It is October the 19th, my dear mother's birthday today. God bless her. Cannot wait to see her later tonight. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. I hope as we're moving into the latter end of October that you're making it a productive month, a solid month of October, wherever you may be working, if you're part and parcel and part of my business team, so to speak. I hope you're having a good month of October. Listen to a podcast today, and especially because I spent 5 years working in the cellular industry prior to Steve Jobs and the introduction of the Apple iPhone. Listen to a podcast today that made me reflect on a thought that I'd like to share with all of you. That prior to the Apple introduction of the iPhones, whenever that was, 2004, 5, 6, whatever that was, that's when I spent 5 years working in the cellular industry. I used to sell the old flip phones when Nokia and Sony and Motorola were the big players in cell phones, for those of you that are old enough to remember that. This podcast that I shared, that prior to the Apple iPhone, the average someone spent on their cellular phone back then, get a load of this, was 16 minutes a day. 16 minutes a day. In today's smartphone era, not just Apple smartphones and iPhones, but all the other competitors, but certainly Apple's the big player. The average person, get a load of this, is averaging 4.5 hours a day on your smartphone these days. So from 16 minutes from when I was selling the old cell phones between 1997 and 2002 before they let a number of us go. That's another story in my journey. To today's world, spending over 4 hours. 16 minutes a day to over 4 hours of every single day on our smartphones. My question to you and my question to myself as I reflected on that, 16 minutes a day ain't too bad to kind of be a little bit distracted, but 4 hours a day? So I know for myself, I have the discipline, not perfect, but I'm disciplined enough to know that when it's green time, which means productive time in my business, from 5 in the morning when I wake up to, let's say, 5 or 6 at night when I'm working, and everything in between appointments and Zooms, I'm trying to be as productive as I can. And I'm very happy the way things are moving along. It's an amazing journey. My thought with most of you, if you're not happy in the direction you're going, perhaps, and I don't know where you are on those averages, but how many hours a day are you spending on your iPhone? What a distraction it is. And that's okay if you are happy with your life. But if you are concerned, be it with business, again, be it with your health and wellness and fitness, with your relationships, with so many other things that sometimes take a second seat and a backward seat for all of us when it comes to these iPhones that I'm talking to you on, you may want to reconsider trying to be on the lower end of that 4-hour average that the average human being in all the developed countries in the world is spending on these iPhones. If it's productive time, if it's business time, kudos to you. But I know for a fact that most of us, including this guy, spend a lot of time on these iPhones and smartphones not being productive, and then often getting frustrated at the end of a work day, at the end of a week, at the end of a month here of October, perhaps why my business hasn't grown where it needs to. Have I put in the hours instead of spending aimless hours on these iPhones? So that's it. That was my thought to you. Prior to iPhone, 16 minutes a day people were spending on their flip phones. You know, the cell phones. Today, over 4.5 hours on average. I'm sure a lot of people are up to 5 and 6 and 7. You can check it out yourself. So food for thought. Let me know if you're happy with the time you're spending and the results you're having in your desires and goals and dreams of where you want to get to. Continue to use your iPhone. But if not, it could be an area of your life, like many people's lives, that we all could work on curtailing, pulling back, and using it as a means for your business, of course, for communication, but not aimless social media to go on and on and on and on and on and on. It may not be serving you and the direction you want to go in with what you're looking to derive and achieve. Hope you got some value from that. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week ahead. Let's have a monster week in business and always safe and healthy, you and your family. Chat soon. Bye-bye.